Good morning, students. Today we are going to see the lesson number 2, Current Electricity, Part 5. We are going to discuss the topic Ohm's Law. In the last class, we discussed about the topic microscopic form of Ohm's Law, that is J is equal to sigma E. So, with that formula, we are going to derive the Ohm's Law. So, in the equation J is equal to sigma E, where J is the current density and sigma is the conductivity and E is nothing but electric field. Okay, now we are going to consider a wire whose cross sectional area is capital A and length of the wire is L. Okay, so this is the wire whose cross sectional area is A and the length of the wire is L. Okay, now we are going to connect that wire into the battery. So what will happen? The current will started to flow along the positive terminal. Okay, so this is the flow. This I represent current flowing direction. Okay, then electric field direction. So we are assuming that the electric field is uniform in the entire length of the wire. Okay, so we are assuming that the electric field is uniform in the entire length of the wire. Hence, the potential difference V is equal to E into L. So, V is nothing but potential difference, E is the electric field and L is the length of the wire. So, why we are writing V is equal to E into L? Because we are assuming that the electric field is uniform in the entire length of the wire. Okay. So, let's take the equation V is equal to EL. From the equation 2, we are going to take the electric field alone. So, take the electric field in the left hand side. So, E is equal to V into L. Now, see this, we already know current density is equal to this is J is equal to sigma E is the microscopic form of Ohm's law, and also we know that J is equal to current divided by cross sectional area. Now we are going to equate these two equations so that we can get I by A is equal to sigma into E. Okay, so what, now see this here E, in that E we are going to put this value. Now see this I by A which is equal to sigma into V by L. Okay, now take that sigma V by L into the left hand side because we need V. So sigma V by L is equal to I by A, so that V is equal to I L divided by sigma A. Okay, let's take L by sigma A alone and take I outside. Okay, and take this as equation number 4, and this L by sigma A is called as the resistance of the conductance. Okay, so resistance is nothing but that resistance is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. Okay, so instead of L by sigma A, we are going to apply the value R because it's a resistance. So see this R is equal to, R is nothing but resistance. Resistance which is equal to length by sigma A. So we are going to substitute in that equation number 4. So what we get, V is equal to I R. So this is Ohm's law. V is equal to I R is the Ohm's law. Now we are going to define the resistance. What is mean by resistance? From the equation itself, from this value itself we can tell the resistance. So what is mean by resistance? Resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. Okay, so if from equation from Ohm's law, if we need resistance alone means what we get, we have to take that resistance into the left hand side. So R is equal to V by I. So we can define the resistance by using this formula, that is the resistance is the ratio between potential difference and current I. Okay, so from using this equation we are defining the resistance like this, that is it is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and it is inversely proportional to the cross sectional area, and also from Ohm's law we are discussing the resistance as is nothing but ratio between potential difference and the current. Okay, So from this equation we are going to discuss about the SI unit. Okay, so the SI unit of resistance is ohm. Okay, next we are going to discuss about the graphical representation. So consider the x-axis and y-axis. Okay, and take potential difference V in the x-axis and current in the y-axis. So if you draw a line like this means if the line is like this in the graph means we have the equation y is equal to mx. Okay, so let me take the slope is equal to 1 by r. So let's take the equation V is equal to IR and I need I, so I is equal to V by R. ஸோ இந்த V by R வந்து என்ன பண்ணுறோம் அப்படின்னா 1 by R அப்படின்னு எடுத்துக்கோங்க. ஸோ I is equal to 1 by R into V and just put 1 by R as M. So we get I is equal to MV. Okay, so that only I am writing like this, I is equal to MV. இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன் பார்த்தோம் அப்படின்னா நம்ம நார்மலாக வரைகிற இந்த லைனுக்குரிய ஈக்குவேஷன் மாதிரியே இருக்குது, y is equal to mx மாதிரியே இருக்குது இந்த ஈக்குவேஷன். ஓகே, so if we draw a diagram like this and this diagram will be like a straight line means then we can say that it's a ohmic conductor. So ஒரு கிராஃப் வரைகிறோம், கிராஃபில் வந்து ஸ்ட்ரைட் லைனாக வருது அப்படின்னு சொன்னாவே நம்ம அந்த இதை வந்து எப்படி சொல்லுவோம் அப்படின்னா ஓமிக் கண்டக்டர் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸ்ட்ரைட் லைனாக இருந்தால் அந்த டிவைஸ் வந்து ஓம்ஸ் லாவை ஒபே பண்ணுது. ஸோ தட் we are saying that ஓமிக் கண்டக்டர். And the same thing, if the graph, if we are drawing like this, like a curve means, then we can say that as a non-ohmic device. A non-ohmic device means it does not obey the Ohm's law. Okay, here நம்மளுக்கு வந்து எப்படி ஏன் இந்த மாதிரி கிராஃப் வருது அப்படின்னா ரெசிஸ்டன்ஸ் வந்து எப்படி இருக்கும் அப்படின்னா கான்ஸ்டண்ட்டாக இருக்காது, அதனால தான் நம்மளுக்குடைய கிராஃப் வந்து இந்த மாதிரி கர்வாக வருது. Next we are going to discuss the example number 2.5. A potential difference across 24 ohm resistor is 12 volt. What is the current through the resistor? So இப்போ வந்து just draw a circuit diagram. It's a 24 ohm resistor and the battery is 12 volt battery. What we have to find? We have to calculate the current through the resistor. Okay, so what we know the formula Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So what we need current. So let's take current alone, I alone in the left hand side. So what we get, I is equal to V by R. So what's the value of V? It's 12 volt, 12, and R value is 24. So if you strike out this we can get 0.5 ampere. Okay, now again we are going to recall all the topics. So first we discussed about the Ohm's law. Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. So from that we can define the value of R. R is equal to L by sigma A. That means the resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross sectional area, and sigma is nothing but conductivity. Okay, so and that we can write this conductivity by using resistivity, that is rho is equal to 1 by sigma. Okay, where rho is the resistivity. So we can write the equation as R is equal to resistance equal to 1 by sigma into L by A, where 1 by sigma is the resistivity rho. So R is equal to rho into L by A. Suppose if there is here, from that we are defining the value of we are defining resistance. So resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. Okay, and also we can define like this, that means R is directly proportional to length and R resistance is inversely proportional to cross sectional area. So when we are combining these two equations we get R is resistance is directly proportional to L by A. ஓகே, இப்போ ப்ரொபோஷனல் இருக்கனால ஒரு கான்ஸ்டன்ட் நம்மளுக்கு தேவை. ஸோ அதை எடுக்கிறப்ப நம்மளுக்கு ஒரு கான்ஸ்டன்ட் போடுவோம்ல, அதை ரோவாக போடுறோம். வேர் ரோ இஸ் த ப்ரொபோஷனாலிட்டி கான்ஸ்டன்ட் அண்ட் ரோ இஸ் த ரெசிஸ்டிவிட்டி. தட் மீன்ஸ் நான் இப்படியும் இந்த ஈக்குவேஷனை நான் டிரைவ் பண்ணி கொண்டு வரேன், இந்த மாதிரியும் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றது தான் சொல்கிறேன். பட் ரெண்டுக்குரிய இதுவுமே ஒன்று தான். ஆர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ரோ இன்ட்டு எல் பை ஏ, இங்கேயும் ஆர் இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு ரோ இன்ட்டு எல் பை ஏ. ஸோ இந்த மாதிரியும் நான் டிரைவ் பண்ணலாம் அப்படின்றது தான் சொல்கிறேன், வேறு ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. Next, suppose if you assume that length is equal to 1 meter and cross sectional area is 1 meter square, then what we get? We get resistance is equal to the resistivity. That means R is equal to rho. Okay, so resistivity is equal to resistance. This rho is the resistivity. Resistivity is equal to resistance when current flow by a conductor of unit length having unit area of cross section. So ஒன்றுனாவே யூனிட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். ஸோ அதுதான் சொல்கிறான், when current flow by a conductor of unit length means ஒரு மீட்டர், having unit area of cross section. அப்படி ரெண்டுமே வந்து யூனிட் ஏரியாவாக இருக்கப்ப நம்மளுக்கு என்ன கிடைக்கும்? We get resistance is equal to the resistivity. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the resistivity unit. Let's take the equation R is equal to rho into L by A, this equation. Okay, here from this we are writing, we need the resistivity unit. So let's take resistivity into the left hand side. So resistivity is equal to RA divided by L, that means resistance into cross sectional area divided by length. The unit of resistance is ohm and unit of cross sectional area is meter square and unit of length is meter, and strike out the meter, what we get? Ohm meter. So the unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, so based on the resistivity only, we are classifying the materials into conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about the insulators. In insulators, the resistivity value will be very large. Okay, so that only I am mentioning like this. So insulator means the resistivity value will be very high. Now see, this pure water have the resistivity of 2.5 into 10 to the power 5. Such like that glass 10 to the power 10 up to 10 to the power 14. So the resistivity will be very high for the insulators. And for the conductors, the resistivity will be very less. Okay, in your book they are given for conductors 5 materials: silver, copper, aluminium, tungsten and iron, and they are given the resistivity value also. Okay, so for the insulators the resistivity value will be very high, and for the conductors the resistivity value will be very less, and for the semiconductors the resistivity value will be more than conductor but less than insulator. So that is called as semiconductor. In your book they are given two semiconductor material, that is germanium, the resistivity value is 0.46, and silicon, the resistivity value is 640. Okay, so I repeat once again, for insulator the resistivity value will be very high, and for the conductor the resistivity value will be very low, and for the semiconductor the resistivity value will be more than conductor but less than insulator. Okay, so these are some of the points to be remembered. So microscopic forms of Ohm's law is J is equal to sigma E. From that we can define the value of sigma. Sigma is equal to n E square tau divided by m. Okay, you have to remember this equation, it will be useful for the sums. Then Ohm's law is equal to V is equal to IR, where V is the potential difference, I is the current and R is the resistance. And we are defining the resistance value by using the Ohm's law. So R is equal to V by I. Okay, so the resistance is the ratio of potential difference across the given conductor to the current passing through the conductor. Here the unit of resistance is ohm. Ohmic device means a conductor which obeys Ohm's law. Next, non-ohmic device means a conductor that does not obeys the Ohm's law is called as non-ohmic device. Then resistance is equal to rho into L by A, that is resistance is directly proportional to the length of the conductor and inversely proportional to the cross sectional area. And we are defining the resistivity, when the resistivity is equal to resistance if both the length and a cross sectional area will be equal to 1. Okay, then the SI unit of resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, so based on the resistivity only we are classifying the material into conductor, insulator and semiconductor. If the resistivity value will be increased means then the material will be insulator. Okay, if the resistivity value will be decreased means then the material should be a conductor, and if the resistivity value will be more than conductor but less than insulator means then the material is semiconductor. So next class we will discuss about the resistors in series and resistors in parallel. Thank you students.